Hey guys. Green. I am starting a new job tomorrow morning. I'm really not a morning person, but I have to get up at like 6 o'clock. That's gonna be rough. So I'm just savouring the last dregs of the night before I have to go to sleep. Much earlier than I would prefer to. Not really sure what possessed me to start a new job now. I'm still doing my old job, which is a desk job, which I've been doing for years. But I've been working from home ever since COVID, which has been really cool in some ways, but also really bad for me in other ways. So I really wanted to get a second job, or maybe change jobs altogether. I don't know yet. And do something that gets me outside. Out using my hands in the world instead of just sitting at a desk for 6-7 hours a day and staring out the window, which is what I've been doing for the last few years. And I'm over it. So the job tomorrow is I still don't really know what to call it. I want to say roadie, but that feels like an honorific that you have to earn. And so it's basically stage crewing for big music concerts and festivals, which is really awesome. Potentially. I have a lot of fears. Chiefly that I have no fitness or strength after 3 aforementioned years of being a desk jockey. I'm slightly worried I'm going to embarrass myself. But if I can manage to stick with it, and I will admit, coming up to my first shift tomorrow, I have been seriously thinking about backing out. Because I was, thinking all the things. Oh, what if I'm the only woman there and it's weird? What if they're all meatheads and they're not nice? What if I can't find anywhere to park? That's actually probably the biggest one. And of course the whole getting up before the sun rises sort of thing, which I'm historically not very good at. But I'm going to give it a try. But, yeah. I don't really know why I've thrown another spanner in the works of my life when it's already pretty messy, but I'm choosing to stay positive. and we'll see how we go tomorrow. Tomorrow will tell. I'm hoping I will come out of there happy and not sad. But anyway, I thought I would make this video so I could voice some of my worries and listen to how silly they sound. So thanks for listening. And thank you everybody for your really lovely comments on my last video. Yeah, it was kind of scary to talk about that, but I'm glad that you guys were all so nice about it, so thank you. And thank you to those people who shared their stories with me. That was really an honour. Thank you. But yeah, so I'm pretty stressed out. And tomorrow, oh, my heater went off. I was hoping that was some nice white noise. Hopefully tomorrow will not add to the stress. I'm hoping it goes well. Because I actually have to be there twice. I have to be there in the morning at the concert venue to load in the truck, which I have no fucking idea how to do that, by the way. I watched, there's all these training videos on the company's YouTube channel and I watched all of them. I was quite proud of myself. I just sat there for like an hour and didn't take my eyes off the screen and just watched all of it and took in as much as I possibly could. So now I know all the names of all the different cases and which ones are more fragile than the others and how to work with a forklift. Ask me anything. But yeah, I'm not well known for my spatial awareness or my coordination. I've always been kind of a klutz. I think I might keep that to myself tomorrow and just try not to get crushed to death by anything. So I had to get together all my PPE, my personal protective equipment. My dog's snoring. So my hard hat, which I actually stole from my brother. High-vis vest, which I actually already had. That's a long story. I've never used it. I thought a few years ago I was going to go into construction. Strange idea, but I bought all the stuff and then I got an office job. And steel toe boots, which I used to have some. My mum was nice enough to get me these really expensive, fancy steel toe boots. And then when I ended up not going into construction, I sold them. This was like years later, you know, I waited a polite amount of time before I got rid of them, thinking I would never need them. You know, it was just taking up space, but I regret that now, you know, nearly 4 years later. I actually need them, so I had to settle for some cheapies, which are actually pretty comfy and cute, as much as work boots can be cute, but they are. They're black and pink. I'm going to be that cliche girl turning up to the worksite in all pink gear. Do we have any tradespeople out there? I have immense respect for the work that you do. My mother was a tradie most of her life and she still is in construction. And I've never really had the I don't know, toughness to do that work, but I admire the people who do, and yeah, we'll see how we go tomorrow. I'd like to improve my work ethic. And just, like, not be afraid to jump in there and take initiative and just do the stuff that needs to be done instead of just standing around on the sidelines with my arms crossed, which is what I probably usually do. Not because I'm lazy, but because I just don't feel confident in my abilities. But I'm challenging that. I'm challenging myself. But this might all be a bust tomorrow. I might drop a case and get fired on the spot. Who knows? Oh. It broke. Looks like the Death Star. That's no moon. Anyway. Sidebar. I haven't been watching any TV for a while. You know how I like to talk about the TV shows I'm watching. One of the nice things about spending a lot of time with my dad, as I have been recently, is we've been watching Star Trek together, which we used to do when I was little. So that's been really nice. And we've been watching Strange New Worlds, which is one of the newest series, maybe the newest to come out. And it's based on, let me see if I can get my head around this. It's based on the characters from the original series, being Christopher Pike, Spock, Uhura, Jim Kirk, eventually. That's a spoiler though. I should have said spoilers first. Sorry if anybody's watching it. And they were all characters in the original, the very, very first Star Trek. But they brought them back recently in Discovery, which is a different new Star Trek series. They brought them back for that. And then they were so popular in that show that they got their own spin-off, which is what this is. And I have to be honest, the heat is back. I have to be honest, I actually like Strange New Worlds more than Discovery, which is the show that they first came from. Discovery has just gotten away from me a little bit, or just everything is so high stakes all the time. I feel like the characters don't get any room to breathe. They're just always crying, always screaming, always running. If I wanted that, I would watch Star Wars. I'm sorry, that was mostly a joke. But Star Trek, the original Star Treks, the original series, Next Gen, Deep Space Nine, Voyager, kind of Enterprise, but Enterprise is very 2000s. They all knew how to slow things down and to have entire episodes and arcs of episodes that were just about character development and really just simplifying things and having whole episodes take place in one room or one place. have it be really insular and let the writing do the work. But with Star Trek Discovery, at least, and I think maybe a little bit Picard, although I only watched the first episode and gave up. It's hard to care about the characters because they're just always in motion, they're always moving. And they don't get time to breathe, and we as an audience don't have time to care about them. That's what I found anyway. Your mileage may vary, but all this to say, Star Trek New World and Strange New Worlds really, somehow they found that element again. There's one episode which I really loved, where all the characters, for whatever reason I don't remember, all became fairy tale characters from a children's book. And the whole episode was just them. One of the characters had to solve the mystery of why the world had been transformed, and it was just beautiful and funny and cute and sweet. And feels a lot more like classic Star Trek. Anson Mount is the protagonist, is Captain Pike, and he's fantastic. And even Ethan Peck plays Spock, Gregory Peck's grandson. I was a bit on the fence about him at first, because I love Leonard Nimoy. Spock is like... Leonard Nimoy's portrayal of Spock is probably one of my favourite fictional characters of all time. I just think he just nails it. And so yeah, it took me a while. I never really liked Zachary Quinto in the movies. He never really sold it for me. The only thing that makes those movies salvageable for me is Leonard Nimoy, because he has a cameo and it's beautiful. But Ethan Peck as Spock in this one, yeah, I was skeptical at first, but I tell you what, he's really won me over. He really has. He's doing great work. And they're doing some really interesting things. And even if you haven't seen the other shows, you could watch it and still enjoy it. But anyway, I better go to bed, hey? Wish me luck for tomorrow. Please and thank you. Alright, have a good one.